So the other day, I mentioned on my stream that Tucker Carlson went on this rampage about AOC, calling AOC a white ski bunny, which I don't even like. That sounds like a pornographic phrase, but either way, you know, I had to look up ski bunny, and apparently it is porn. There is ski bunny porn, but two, it means like someone who skis, I guess, like, and is a woman or something. Do I take crypto donos? Yes. Just DM me with whatever currency, and I'll send you my address. So anyway, so he was talking about that, and AOC responded saying, "Isn't it weird that like this guy is sexual, like a grown man on the most popular cable news show in the world, sexualizes me on a daily basis. It's weird and it's creepy." That's what AOC said, and Tucker Carlson responds in a honestly, very strange response here. But again, there's a domino effect here that I want to talk about. But first, we got to start with this.
So we broke down on Friday and reviewed the new book about Sandy Cortez, the entitled congresswoman from Westchester, which was ridiculous. And of course, it was hagiographic, doesn't begin to describe it. It compared her to Jesus. And of course, she responded to it because it was about her, and anything about her immediately crosses her radar, and she can't resist either. So
I wish that were true, because I talk about AOC on my show all the time. I love AOC. I'm an AOC fan girl. I have been following AOC since early 2018. I love AOC. Huge AOC fan. In fact, I was thinking of changing my username to AOC Superfan 531. That's still pending. I'm sending that to the investors for the show, and they're gonna write off on that. I wish that she had like her name like pop up and she was super obsessed with anyone that ever talked about her, because then maybe she'd come on my show. So can we get AOC on the show? Like, what needs to happen for AOC to come on the show? That's my question. My second question is, last time I checked, Tucker Carlson is the most popular cable news show in the country. Is that not true? So is that, I don't know, like, it's like, it would be like if Biden was talking about me or something. It's like, I'd probably respond to that. It's the goddamn president of the United States. Tucker Carlson arguably has more power than Biden, because he controls media to such an extent that he's got like 30 to 40% of the country that will do literally whatever he wants. You can make a claim that he's got more power than a lot of other people in government. He's definitely got more power than AOC. AOC is one member of Congress. Tucker Carlson has infinitely more power than AOC probably will ever have. But let's continue.
He gets on Twitter and assumes her natural pose, which is victimhood. So here's the most powerful people in the country telling you that she's oppressed. She's an oppressed person of color. Right. Quote, "I genuinely want to know why Tucker Carlson is allowed, paid to engage in clear, targeted, libelous harassment that endangers people and drives so many violent threats that people have to fundraise for their own safety. Why should they have to pay for his harassment? Make it make sense."
What is this like, I'm sorry, but like, what is this? What is this? Like, this weird, like, what are you doing, bro?
Sense. Again, note the narcissism, but note above all, here is once more one of the most powerful people in the United States of America.
Again, Tucker Carlson, given the fact that he is on the most popular cable news show and is a multimillionaire, like, trust fund baby, again, he is significantly, it's hard to even describe how much more power he has compared to AOC. Like, let's just be honest here.
The world's most powerful country telling you that she is a victim. She is a lawmaker, but she's oppressed. This is the posture they all assume. It's passive aggression. It's feline. There's something especially...
Feline? What? What is this guy talking about, man? AOC is feline? Like, again, with these, like, weird, like hentai tags. Like, that's fucking strange.
Disgusting and dishonest about it. But here's the most interesting part. So Sandy Cortez talks about how she's threatened and she's got to pay for Protection, well, taxpayers fund her ample bodyguards, of course, even as she defunds the cops for everybody else.
Okay, so taxpayers pay for her bodyguards. That's true. As she defunds the police for everyone else. Like, I know, like, he's just saying words, right? Like, he's just saying words. Like, none of this means anything. But, like, think about it. AOC defunded the police for everyone else? What? Like, what? Like, okay, let's assume, like, defund the police was such a big movement. It wasn't like 18% support. It was like 80% support. And everyone defunded the police everywhere. Even then, AOC wouldn't have, like, be responsible. But that didn't happen. Police have gotten more funding in most cities in this country. So police have been, Biden 3x'd police funding. So, what? What? What?
Protection, well, taxpayers fund her ample bodyguards, of course, even as she defunds the cops for everybody else. But the truth is, some people do need to fundraise for protection in the society that she created, where political differences can invite violence. Those people who do need to fundraise for protection would include, say, the Canadian truckers, or the January 6th defendants, or Kyle Rittenhouse, to name just a few examples. But there.
What does, okay, first of all, what does AOC have to do with any... Did AOC tell people to storm the Capitol on January 6th, 2021? AOC was out there on January 5th giving tours, just like Lauren Boebert, right? Telling people, this is the panic room, this is where we hide, here are the secret tunnels, here where you should plant the bomb, right? Huh? What? What? Okay, so AOC hurt the truckers in Canada? She's a Congress member from the U.S. How? What? It doesn't make any sense. Kyle Rittenhouse. What did AOC have to do with Kyle Rittenhouse? What? Like, what?
They're not able to do that anymore. Why? Because people...
Kyle, what do you mean? Okay, so Kyle Rittenhouse isn't allowed to fundraise? The guy's a multi-fucking millionaire because he shot and killed Black Lives Matter protesters. He's doing just fine. What is this guy talking about?
Do that anymore. Why? Because people like Sandy Cortez agitate to choke off their fundraising. This is an attempt to suppress their speech and put them in danger.
What? Like, okay. So AOC criticizing Kyle Rittenhouse is, quote, an attempt to cut off their fundraising, which leads them to be in danger, which means AOC is basically Hitler and she needs to be stopped at all costs? Like, what?
So if there is a victim of the system, a system that she helped create and supports...
AOC helped create the system of government in the United States. A 2-term member of Congress. It was the chief architect of the United States of America. Again, what?
It's not her. It's the people who actually need protection but can't raise money. They always accuse you of what they themselves are doing.
Folks, there is so much going on here. Like, that's the thing. It's like, it's just like they just throw shit after shit after shit and see what sticks. AOC created the United States government. Like, what is, like, she created, like, leftism? What? What? Like, I'm sorry. What? Like how, like, if you want to criticize AOC, feel free. Like, I'll criticize her too. She's not coming on my show. What the heck? But, like, she created the U.S. government, right? She defunded the police everywhere. I wish AOC defunded the police. Please defund the police, AOC. Please, I'm begging you. It's like, what the fuck, man? Again, they're lunatics. Tucker Carlson is a lunatic. In order to support him at all, in order to even think that this guy might have anything positive to say, you've got to be brain dead and a dumb fuck face. Again, only the lowest of the IQist motherfuckers would ever listen to this guy and go like, oh yeah.
Only the really, I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ.
I might have been really loud because, you know, this clip was soft, so I had my gain filter up. But lowest IQ, folks. I don't know what to tell you.